Welcome to Talkin' Baseball with Brian Stoll and Andy Van Slyke, exclusively on 101sports.com.
Welcome back to 101sports.com with Andy Van Slyke. I'm Brian Stoll, and it's time for this edition of Talkin' Baseball. We saw the floodgates open up. The Cardinals score 6 runs. You've been on teams before that needed that boost to kind of get over the hump. How big a boost is it?
Well, it's a start. I mean, they're out of the gate, at least offensively a little bit, but until Holiday and Pujols really become the main part of that offense, I still think there's concern whether they're going to be consistently scoring runs, and I still think they're going to do it. But Albert obviously needs to start swinging the bat. He will. I mean, he's going to end up with the numbers he's always ended up with, and it's pretty amazing to me how quickly Holiday came back and really was part of the outburst offensively. So it just shows how important he really is.
No question about it. Now, speaking of consistency, as far as at the plate, Colby Rasmus really has been the most consistent batter for the Cardinals this year. However, defensively, he's had some issues. You've patrolled center field before. How tough is it in center field, and how tough is it? You've got to get the glove on it and make that catch one way or another. Well,
I think, number one, he admitted that he should have made the catch, and I think that's terrific on his part. He took responsibility, and as a former center fielder, anytime the ball hit my glove and I didn't catch it, I felt it was my fault. It wasn't the pitcher's fault. The pitcher didn't make a bad pitch. I made a bad play. So I like the fact that he was really disgusted after the game and felt in some way that he cost his team the game. So that's good, and I still think there's time for him to raise his game defensively. I think he knows that. And until we start see him making more consistent plays like that play he should have made, then we're going to have an all-around really good center fielder.
Cardinals in the midst of their West Coast swing, taking on a young Arizona Diamondbacks team who brought in one of your former teammates, Kirk Gibson, to kind of, I guess, reshape a little bit the attitude around there. How big a difference can he make? Well,
it depends. It depends how much of that intensity Kirk Gibson brings as a manager. Now, as a player, your parameters are pretty wide. You can show a lot of emotion. You can throw your helmet. As a player, you can go out and break up a double play with a lot of aggression and anger. And he certainly had a lot of that when he played. As a manager, you need to, to curtail that a little bit. But having said that, I think he can take a lot of that intensity and transform it into his players, and hopefully they can catch that energy, that intensity, and play it maybe at a higher level than their talent is going to allow them to play.
All right, that's 3 strikes for Andy Van Slyke. I'm Brian Stoll. We are out talking baseball on 101 Sports for 101 ESPN.